Hi and welcome back. I'm so grateful I'm able to share this practice with you today. Today we're working in moving grief and sadness from the body. If there is any situation in your life that is making you feel grief, that you're grieving about something and then you feel sadness, there is a time for grieving, a time for sadness in our lives, but we need to learn how to let go so those feelings and those emotions don't consume our lives. And we learning how to let go, we're able to give space for joy and live a more fulfilled life. One of the 5 elements on the traditional Chinese medicine that has the grief and sadness more active in this element is the metal element. The spring, the season of this element is the autumn. And it is the fall or autumn where the leaves fall. And also this element and this season is a season of letting go of the old so the new can come. And the organs and the meridians that are associated with the metal element are the lungs and the large intestines. Also the organs that help to let go on things. We are letting go on toxins in the body by breathing and by eliminating. So we are going to do this practice today, and the sound of the breath that we're going to use is the S. This sound helps to release grief and sadness. So hopefully you're ready to start, and we're going to start now on a standing position in Tadasana, rolling your shoulders back and away from your ears, having your feet a little bit wider than your hips or hip distance apart. Stay here for just a moment, breathing in and out through your nose, feeling your body and noticing what you're feeling now in this moment of your life. We're going to start swinging your arms from one side to the other, with your knees bent or slightly bent. You can lift your feet away from the floor if that feels better to you. Like that. Or keep both feet planted on the floor. Releasing any tension from the back muscles. Good. Coming back to stillness. Rolling your shoulders back and away from your ears. If you prefer starting this practice in a sitting position, that's fine too. Bring both hands on top of your head, interlace your fingers, and start moving from one side to the other. Feeling the stretch on the side of the body now. Neck is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Give space for your tongue inside your mouth. Close your eyes if that feels good to you. And coming back to center, arms go up and down. Roll your shoulders back and away from your ears. And then now we're going to go into goddess position with the heel of your hands on your thighs, fingers dropping down. And you're going to just breathe in. And as you exhale the sound, you're going to look to your right side. 3 breaths. One more breath. Coming back to center, and let's go to the left side. 3 breaths in through the nose and out. Coming back to center, still in goddess position with your feet a little bit pointing out if that feels okay to you. Hands on your thighs. Inhale, and now you're going to bring one arm up and feel the stretch on the side of the body. Bring your hand to the thigh and the other side. Coming back to center and slowly coming out of the position. Point the toes forward now, hold your belly and do some hip circles. Good, now here you're also working with releasing tension from your lower back, inner side of the legs, but also working with your intestines, elimination here, and then towards the other side, because you're moving this area of your body. Breathing deeply, feeling the body. Good. And one more round, coming back to neutral. Very good. We're going to do a movement now that it's called human touching divine. And that movement is also to release grief from the body. So you can have your legs either further apart or hip distance apart. You're going to bring your hands to your thighs, roll your shoulders back and away from your ears. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Great. This time you're going to open your arms on the level of your hips, bend your knees a little, and as you exhale, you're going to start bringing your hands in front of your body, and your hands are not going to touch it. As you move, you're going to do the breathing. Hands do not touch, knees are bent. Imagine you're holding the whole world with your hands, but the world is too big, so your hands cannot touch. 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Great. You're going to open your arms now on the level of your shoulders, working with your lungs, opening your chest here now. And as you close again, bend your knees and do the sound. Hands do not touch, the world is too big. Inhale 2 more breaths and exhale. Back is straight, knees are bent. 1 more breath. Last one, you're going to bring your hands behind your back, a little bit more of an arch. Hands a little bit on the level of your head, a little bit higher than your shoulders. And as you breathe out, hands go above your head and hands touch this time. One arm slides on top of the other, sliding the back of the arm, and your hands come to your chest on top of your lungs. You can have your legs straight now, and you're going to breathe out the sound. Two more breaths. And one more breath. And stay here for just a moment, feeling your heart beating and giving thanks for your lungs and for your heart, knowing that all is well in your life. All is well. Letting go in all the sadness. Arms go up above your head. Figure 8 all the way down to the floor, coming into a squatting position. You're going to move your body from one side to the other now. Squatting is a great position to work with the organs of elimination as well. You're massaging your internal organs here, and that helps with elimination. You can come into a full squat. You can have something, a folded blanket or folded towel under your heels, or you can have a block, 1 or 2 blocks, or you can sit on top of a stool. Breathe deeply, stay here for 1, 2, or 3 breaths. Make sure you work on squatting every day in the end of your pregnancy, preparing for labor. 2 more breaths here. You can breathe out the sound. or you can just breathe in and out through your nose, knowing that all is well. And you can move your head from one side to the other, saying no, and then saying yes. If you need to come to a seated position, that's totally fine. And then down, bring your hands to the floor, move your hips from one side to the other once more. Good. And then we come into a seated position. You can come to a cross-legged position. Roll your shoulders back and away from your ears. Bring one hand to one knee, the other hand behind your back, looking over your shoulder, feeling that twist on your back. If you prefer, your hand can stay in front of your body. Breathing deeply. Breathe out the sounds. Coming back to center and to the other side, either hand on your knee or the hand in front of your body, looking over the opposite shoulder now, in through the nose, and exhale. Right, coming back to center. Inhale, fold your shoulders back and away from your ears. And now we're going to do the neurovascular hold for the metal element. It's one hand, the palm of your hand on the forehead, holding the main neurovascular points, and the other hand, the palm of your hand, on the top of your head. You can either stay here on a seated position, or you can sit on a stool if you prefer, sitting on a chair, or you can even go into child's pose if that feels better to you. We're going to breathe in the nose and out the sound. Two more breaths. Breathe deeply and make sure the exhalations are long. Letting go everything that you cannot control in your life. You can do this for as long as it feels good to you. You can do this if you feel the need for many breaths. We just did 3 breaths here and we're staying here for a little bit longer now. Feeling the pulsation, feeling the warmth under your hands. You're bringing oxygen to your head, to your brain. And you're learning how to let go on things that you cannot control right now. Slowly you're going to release your hands. And you're going to bring your hands on top of your knees. Feel free to have your legs extended if you prefer. You're going to have the index finger and the thumb together now. This is called the Chin Mudra. And this is a very powerful mudra because in traditional Chinese medicine, the index finger is the start of the large intestine meridian and the thumb is the end of the lung meridian. So the lung meridian starts here on your lungs and ends on the thumb. Large intestine meridian starts on the index finger and finishes all the way on your nose. Having them together, you are connecting the lung meridian and the large intestine meridian. So you're connecting those points and it's so powerful. You can stay here for another 3 to 5 breaths, feeling that connection, feeling maybe pulsation between the fingers. In yoga, this is one of the most common mudra. And it also says that you're connecting your will with the will of the divine. Make sure your back is straight, lengthening your spine towards the ceiling. Keeping your jaw and your tongue relaxed. The muscles on your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Another 2 breaths here. Connecting with yourself, with your feelings. And tell yourself that all is well. All is well, right here in this moment. If you prefer, you can bring your hands to your belly now, connecting with your baby. Imagine your baby smiling at you and telling you that all is well. All is well. Try to tell yourself that there is nothing to be sad about. Feel the freedom. You are free to love yourself and to feel joy. Bring your hands to your heart center now, bringing love and joy into your life now. Give yourself inside smile. Smile to yourself, smile to your baby. And open your eyes when you feel ready. Thank you for spending time with me today. And hopefully all is well in your life. Remember, all is well in your life at this moment. Namaste.